spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sport, the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat. The human drama of athletic competition. This is ABC's Wide World of Sports.
Brought to you by Lincoln Mercury. Nobody has more kinds of cars or more kinds of people. See them at the sign of the cat. By Goodyear, makers of the custom Steel Guard radial tire. And by State Farm Mutual. Almost anywhere you live, there's a State Farm agent nearby. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Well, good evening, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. It is Monday. We do have our live stream in a couple of hours tonight, and unfortunately, this is the time of year I hate. I hate it, man. I hate it. It sucks because there's nothing really going on. You've had mini camp, you've gotten a taste of football, you've got hyped up, everybody's, feeling good about their team and their situation and stuff. And you now are sitting here and it's June, 16th? And we got a month, 5 weeks until training camps start opening. And, the only thing that's going on is you got Dak Prescott that's carrying the offseason shows. Dak Prescott says, I want to win championships, and everybody goes crazy because there ain't nothing else to talk about. They're running like cockroaches when you flip the light switch on. And there's Micah Parsons and his contract and lack thereof. So we've had Myles Garrett over the weekend basically go on and say, listen, Micah Parsons is worth every single penny that he gets and more. You need to pay him. You got now Michael Irvin, the playmaker. And let me remind you something about the playmaker. Playmaker, I hate to do this to you, but, at first you remember he wasn't on board with Brian Schottenheimer.
Is Brian Schottenheimer going to change the Cowboys franchise? They got the Mike McCarthy era is over.
Right, and the new era is here. Now, there are great odds against Brian Schottenheimer turning around the Cowboys in a great way. But now that the hire is made, what I do is buy in and try to find that hope. And then you start thinking on a deeper level. Maybe God is doing something that our meager minds can't really consume.
All right.
So maybe what he's doing now is taking the least lightly to do the most greatest.
I love the
so
optimism.
Then you'll know it was nothing but God. See, if he takes somebody great and then produce somebody great, you'll say the man did. But when he takes a Brian Schottenheimer, the least lightly of them all, and then he gives them that position and he does something great, you yourself will say, it must have been God. You damn well know it was Brian Schottenheimer. I'm giving y'all free sermons. I'm gonna stop.
Is it time to move on from Dak? Check out the lady. Is it time to move on from Dak?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Wow. Faith. The faith.
See, that's talk of haters that want to keep some spinning mess going when you got all of these teams out here fighting for their very, very important position. And you have a guy like Dak Prescott, who was the second in MVP last year when he was healthy. Talking about his retirement.
Hall of Fame.
Stop.
All right, so the playmaker, okay, who said it's not time to get rid of Dak, okay? The teams are thirsty out there to try and find that position. And you talking about giving away? No. But he also said, because here's the thing. Cowboy fans are like, man, he wants too much money. Screw him. We ain't paying that kind of money. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, I hear you. Cowboy fans. But when you, and this is an article by the Laundry Hat, following, of course, what Michael Irvin said about Micah Parsons. Since he was drafted in 2021, Micah Parsons has established himself as one of the most dominant pass rushers in the NFL. When all is said and done, Parsons could enter Lawrence Taylor territory. Oh shit! As far as impact in the game. Okay? And so what Michael Irvin basically said is, let me get it. There's no such thing as overpaying Micah Parsons. Micah is the point of that defense. Every offense that you're going to face comes in and says, we got to stop him. That's the truth, Roof. That's the truth. And I know Cowboy fans say, hey, well, we could trade him for a king's ransom. Well, maybe you could. But there's no saying. A bird in the hand beats two in the bush. I know I got a guy that's going to get me 12-plus sacks every season. I know that. Those draft picks, I remember when the Washington Redskins traded with the New Orleans Saints, their whole draft. New Orleans traded all of their picks for the Washington's number one pick. Saints got Ricky Williams. Not one of the picks that Washington had panned out. Not one. So thinking that, we just got all these draft picks that we automatically going to, build a team, there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee. Now, it happened one time, of course, with Herschel Walker. But see, now you got Myles Garrett, who's saying, of course, he's worth every penny. You got Micah Parsons. And, right now, we don't have Stephen Jones talking about, there's not enough pie to go around or there's no money to pay him or anything else. You got $32 million right now. And you'll get some more cap relief, which you're going to need for next year because you got Tyler Smith and Deron Bland that are there that you're going to need to take care of, as well as the dead hit of $16 million from Zach Martin next year. So getting Micah done will give you some cap relief, some money you can roll over, and possibly add some more players to try and win it all. I know it's crazy. I know it's crazy to hear that from Cowboy fans, but it's the truth, Roof. So there we are. We'll see what happens. And hopefully we can get some kind of news from someplace, man. This is getting to be hard to find anything to talk about. 5 weeks is a long time, Mother Humper. All right, people. I appreciate you all. And I'll see you soon.